Hey everyone, it's Kit.Nicole and I am back with another Operation Christmas Child related video. This one is a little bit different because if you haven't read the title, packing season has started, and to be honest, I had a moment last month where I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Now for myself, I do pack shoe boxes throughout the year, so it feels a little strange to saying that I'm overwhelmed at the start of packing season. But that's mostly because of next year's boxes and not this year's boxes. This year's boxes are good. I had a goal of 30 boxes like last year. Um, I've got like 6 boxes left to pack. I finished all my 5 to 9s, my 10 to 14s. I've got to finish the 2 to 4s. And it's mostly the WOW items. I'm refurbishing some wooden trains, and part of it, it's like I need my dad's help and he's away. So that's just taking a little bit longer, but it should be done soon. And then that's that. And then I have like 6 bonus boxes that I'll be showing to you guys soon. I initially started this year with the goal of using up what I had in my stash, and I think I did like a very good job of it. I managed to get like all my tubs down to like almost half or whatever. And it's kind of interesting because it's like whatever was left, like, yeah, I had enough for bonus boxes, but it's kind of like odds and ends, not really enough to build another box without buying additional stuff. So I felt like I did a good job, and part of me contemplated sending stuff as filler and then just starting like nice and fresh for my 2025 boxes. But again, like last month, I ended up getting kind of overwhelmed because I wasn't quite sure how many boxes to plan for 2025. Um, Part of me feels like kind of reeling things back in a little bit, especially because there's like a little bit of a space issue in regards to me like storing my stuff because I'm still living with my parents. But so essentially what happened was last month I got a text message from one of the ladies at the church. And I should also preface this that reason why I'm saying packing season has started is like one, we've got like 9 to 10 weeks before collection week. And I don't know, for me mentally, it's just like packing season kind of starts when the school supplies go on sale because those are like super cheap. And also in August, like so it kind of starts in August, runs till November. Also, August is like that's a time where you should like, if you need to, contact Samaritan's Purse to get your OCC related resources like the shoe boxes and that kind of thing. That gets delivered in September, and here we are. Anyways, so one of the ladies at the church had reached out to me, and apparently she was like reorganizing the Sunday school closet, and she had found like 10 shoe boxes from years ago. Because I remember as a kid, there's like a couple years, like, yeah, we did pack shoe boxes at the church. And somehow there was like 10 leftover boxes. And so she asked if I could use them. I'm like, yes, I'll take them. And it's like, oh, okay, great. It's like, I know based on what I have, it's like I'll have like 5 boxes left over from my 2024 boxes. So that means I've got 15 for next year. I kind of want to do more than 15. Maybe try going for 30. That's like a nice happy number. But at the same time, I was like about to order some shoe boxes from Samaritan's Purse. And those come in like quantities of like 25. And I'm like, well, if I order that, that's like 25. And now I've got 15, so that's going to bring me up to 40. I could just stick with the 15 and like try to get like some additional shoe boxes from the people around me, but then also it's like I don't want to depend on that. And part of the thing that was like kind of overwhelming me is like how much stuff do I buy? Because wait, no, school supplies would say I should pick those up now. So it's like I'm not, yes, I talk with my hands a lot, but it's just, yeah, I was getting kind of overwhelmed with that. I'm like, well, okay, wait, if I go for 40, it doesn't divide up evenly. Like, no, I have to go for 42. And then that way, okay, I could do like 7 boxes per like each group. And I'm like, that's a lot. To be honest, that is a lot. And especially because it's like I'm doing it by myself. Um, so one thing for sure, I'm definitely going to be needing help next year. And so, okay, once I had that number settled, I realized that like I need to start shopping. It's like I already picked up like a few little things just for my bonus boxes. Like I didn't have quite enough in my stash to make a full box, but so I went out shopping, and apparently in the last month and a half ish, I somehow did a whole year's worth of shopping, shoebox shopping. It's a little wild. And then, no, I'm serious. I did about a year's worth of. If you were to like do the year-round packing thing, I did like I bought that much in a year and a half for 42 boxes, and it's a little crazy. I didn't get everything. Some of the hygiene stuff, I'm kind of I'm purposely delaying because um, I just kind of like one of my I guess secrets or shopping strategies is like I want to get some underwear. I know Giant Tiger after Christmas has some good clearance on underwear. Like they're more Christmassy underwear, so like okay, gonna like hold that off. And then there's also the question of like I know Canada's more aligning with the US sending guidelines, like what to include, what not to include. So there's a little bit of kind of wondering like what's going to happen with soap because I know soap's being discontinued in the US for 2025. Kind of just waiting to see what the official word is for Canada in regards to 2025. So holding off on that and so on. But yeah, so I actually kind of like did a little bit of calculating recently and I felt like I spent a lot, but when I averaged it out, it's my boxes are going to come out to be about like between like $24 to $25 a piece. So okay, that's pretty good. I can live with that. So yeah, that's kind of the thing about being overwhelmed. I'm feeling good now. One of the things that helped, and the reason why for this video is if anyone else is feeling overwhelmed about like what to pack, you got so much stuff, is uh actually on my phone I did what I'm just gonna dub it like I did a paper box. So just kind of like writing out what's going to go in a box on paper. And just kind of like, okay, here are like some theme ideas. Here's some stuff that I'm making sure goes into each box because I have enough of those in whatever quantities. And I found that helped just like kind of like calm me down and focus my shopping a little bit better. And yeah, I think that's like I have a spreadsheet of like everything, but it's kind of nice to like organize it a little bit differently. Like, okay, each age group, I already know, like, okay, hygiene kits, school kits. I already have my plans for those, but just like, okay, what are like the toys and the fun items and the themes that I'm gonna be including? So yeah, that helped. I also remember like a couple of years ago, just one morning I felt prompted in my spirit to pray, like God help God expand my ability to distribute and just like looking at how things have snowballed over the years, like I think I've been packing for like 7 years now because I started packing on my own when I was like 24. Started with two, did four, went back to two, ended up with three, did 10, I think ended up with 15, did 24, ended up with 27. Last year I actually stuck to my goal of 30. This year was also 30, and now I'm doing 36, and next year it's like 42, and I can already tell there's going to be some bonus boxes. And yes, so yeah. Another thing that happened was there's like this wholesale warehouse in the city that's been around for a while. I've gotten like quite a few good things there. If you've been on my channel for a while, there's like things like my duck whistles and these like really cool bouncy balls that I've gotten. Those all came from that place, plus some other things. My dad caught wind that, oh, apparently they're closing again. It's like one of those things where it's like they've changed ownership so many times. Like we're closing, and then they reopen. But this time, it's like, oh, they're closing like on Monday. And it's like, what? I went, no, they're closing end of August. Like, oh, okay. I still bought some stuff, but uh, this time around, it sounded like more of a for good. It sounded like they actually sold the buildings, so now they're like really hustling to try to like get rid of stuff. So that was good and very good sale. I didn't even know what the sale was. I just started grabbing stuff and then got like walking out with like a box or like two big bags. It's like $30 and like yeah, I got all that stuff from there. But anyways, so kind of something that happened was I popped in again. Like that was July. I popped in again in August, picked up some more stuff, and I think it was like one of the owners or managers was at the till, and he kind of like asked like, "Oh, are you a teacher?" Because I had a lot more school supply related stuff that I grabbed, and I said, "No, I'm actually packing donation kits for kids." And he's like, "Oh, nice. Is you like gonna come back like 28th, 29th, and we could like do like some donation stuff?" I'm like, "Cool, great." Went back on the, I think it was like on the 29th of August, and kind of like browsed around, just like taking a look, like, okay, what possibly I could grab because I absolutely did not need any more stuff. I had enough for to finish out my 2024 and all my 2025 boxes, but you know what? I don't want anything going to the trash potentially. So took a browse around, saw the manager, talked to him again, and he's like, okay, you know, the new building owner gave them like a 2 week extension. Like come back like around September 13th, and yeah, you can like pull up your car, and we'll just like load it up for you. I'm like, cool, great. I didn't walk out empty handed that day because there's like a few like just little things like, oh, you know, I'll go buy it. So I ended up grabbing like this colander off of the shelf because it was full of like little goodies. Walked around, found one more of these bouncy balls. That is like, I was so happy because I missed out on them earlier this year, but I've been finding like little ones. So got a bunch of like Canada cameras. This is a screwdriver set, and got some like soccer stickers, and went to the till to pay, and the guy started counting, then he just kind of like stopped, looked at me like, it's for the kids, right? I'm like, yeah. He's just like, just take it. I'm like, are you sure? Do you want the basket? He was like, we got plenty of those, just take it. So now I got a colander. um so that was great. And then I went back on September 13th, and they were all boarded up. Y'all, y'all, based on from what I could see on the outside, they've been closed up for a week because this was a Friday. They were already like, there's like some plywood around, doors locked. They filled in some potholes were filled in the driveway. So it was like, oh, well, that sucks. I didn't need anything else, but I could at least like gather and distribute it to another shoeboxing group here in the city, or just send it all as filler to Calgary. But man, that sucked. I'm glad I at least like went ahead and picked this up, but still, man, there was like an Aflac stress reliever, one of those like stress reliever Aflac decks. There's like a whole box of that. I should have like, I wanted to grab at least one, but no. So that kind of sucks. But at least I have everything that I need. So yeah. But anyway, so that's kind of like one of my shopping stories. Um, on that note, in regards to donations, thank you to everyone. A couple years ago when I had a Amazon wish list, thank you to everyone who donated to that. I think there's like maybe like one or two items left in my stash that I have to like put in a box, but thank you. That helped a lot. I'm not doing that next year for sure because I have enough. No, trust me, I have enough. Um, we'll see about 2026. It looks like I might just be able to actually reach my goal next year of clearing out my stash and any leftovers go to filler. But yes. But I know some of you might be curious. Like I said earlier, um, there was like some old shoe boxes, and to be honest, these shoe boxes are 20 years old. And the reason why I know they're 20 years old is I remember at the last, I guess, packing party we had in my church, there was like some particular Lego sets, and trust me, I'm kind of a nerd. There was like some particular Lego sets that I remember being included in, and part of like the reason I remember this so specifically is one, they were from the Bionicle Lego line, if anyone remembers that. And in particular, I'm gonna be nerdy. They were the Vaki sets. And one, I was a little bit jealous because I love Bionicle. And two, I was also a little concerned because I knew those were the villain sets. Like, why are these going in the boxes? Would they be counted as scary items? But I kept my mouth shut and they went. I hope some boys enjoyed them because I remember they went into some 10 to 14 boxes. So those sets came out in 2004. So these are legitimately 20-year-old boxes. And yeah, I'll show you guys what they look like because they are different. Okay, so first off, I'm going to preface this with these were the shoe boxes that I got this year. And these are the shoe boxes that I got a couple years ago that I finally like threw. I'm kind of wondering if OCC like alternates the print every couple of years or if it depends on the quantity because this was in a 50 pack and this is a 25 pack. I kind of like the 50 pack because it got this like picture on the bottom that the kids can color. But there's literally no difference between them except the box design. So that's just one of the things that I'm wondering. But aside from that, here is a 20-year-old shoebox. So I did take some measurements, and volume-wise, these are the same. Might be a slight difference between like height and width, maybe a few millimeters worth, but yeah, these are pretty much the same. The main difference is these are a much thicker cardboard. There is also a lot more, yeah, the way you fold them up is quite different from today's boxes. There's a lot more fold over from what it looks here. Something to show is, oh, sorry, this site's French. But yeah, back in 2004, donation, the shipping donation was $7. This year, also in Canada, this year it is $12. I was mentioning this to my Guyanese friend, and he whipped out his phone to a inflation calculator, and this $7 in today's price range would actually be $11. So when you think about it, the price increase over 20 years has only gone up by $5. So yeah, that is pretty cool in regards to shipping. Another thing that'll show, like, yeah, colors are pretty much the same. They've changed the picture on the outside, but on the inside, I can totally understand why they removed this. You got 5 things to remember not to include in your shoe boxes. So, no liquids or items that leak, melt, or freeze, i.e., shampoo, creams, etc. No food items or a toothpaste, no chewy, soft-centered, unwrapped candy, etc. No used items, no breakable items, so glass, porcelain, mirrors. No items that can scare or harm a child, knives, war-related toys, toy guns, etc. More instructions, visit the website in English and French. So I can totally understand why they removed this because the receiving child does not need to see this. But this is also a great reason to, I will definitely be taking my calendar pictures and pasting it over beads just to make sure they're hidden. But yeah, so that is that. Shoe boxes over the years. Now, if you're wondering why it's changed, well, this is a thicker cardboard compared to this. So weight is one of the things by going with a thinner cardboard. Yes, it is less durable in the long run, but it takes a lot of weight out of the shipping. And also design wise, I think there's a lot less folding that we have to do with the more modern shoe boxes compared to the old ones. So that is that. Alrighty, so it wasn't even 24 hours, and I got another text message that they found some more shoe boxes at the church. The text message said, and it's like, oh, about another 10 or so, and maybe like a few pencils. Like, okay, cool. I picked it up on Sunday, and it turns out it was 24 more boxes. And they know that there's still some others that are actually like put together. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna cap it at 50, but and maybe do like oh, I kind of feel like doing a packing event at the church, but then I don't think I have the time or energy to do that this year. We'll see about 2026 or 2025. I don't know. But yeah, it's the story of my life right now. Yeah, so but that was interesting. I know this is a little bit of a long video. I think around 20 minutes. But yeah. Well, sometimes one of the things about shoeboxes is like you kind of need to talk to it, talk about it with someone. So I kind of hope that this related with someone out there at least. Anyways, this is just my experience. I still enjoy packing shoeboxes. I definitely need to give myself a break. I did not last year. I remember my dad even said, it's just like, okay, you need to take a break from this. I'm like, yeah. And then I looked at my stats and like, I need to organize this. And like, I counted everything and I was like pretty much working on that like every single week. And then I just started packing and here we are. But yes, so, uh, hope you guys have a good day. Happy packing season. Um, Try not to get overwhelmed. If you do, try to find someone to talk to. Comment below if anything. I hope the 20-year-old shoeboxes was interesting. Comment below if you recall packing those particular boxes. And I will catch you in the next video. I'm and I'm also really going to try to make it out to Calgary Processing Center this year. I've been wanting to like for the past few years, it just hasn't worked out at all. But I will try. I will try. So catch you in the next video. Packing season. Collection week is like just a few weeks away. It's the third week of November, so keep that in mind. And we'll see you next video. Happy shoeboxing and stay blessed. Bye.